Welcome to another episode of Solitaire Commentary Quest. And yeah, we got another episode, another special feature from Star Trek Picard. Another extra special feature. And yeah. So yeah, this is me, the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, this is me continuing on my odyssey to make commentary on this franchise and do reviews. This is the continuation of that odyssey. This is the evolution of it. So yeah, we're going to find out what the featurette we're going to be watching, or I'm going to be watching, and you're going to be listening to because copyright, that's why, is the Motley Crew. And not the good Motley Crew that does Girls, 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 but the shitty Motley Crew that was featured in Star Trek Picard. And in all honesty, the characters they had the potential to make some very good or lukewarm Firefly knockoff branded Firefly, in my opinion. So yeah, here it is. Let's enjoy. I'm gonna be nuking the play speed later, so that yeah, try copyright striking this bitch. I dare you. So yeah, without further ado, more of what these assholes have to say. And make sure everything's at maximum volume. And here we go. And waiting for the computer to go. There we go, we're playing.
Because we didn't have a starship crew, we weren't starting on the bridge of a starship.
That was your first mistake, Michael Chabon. That was your first fucking mistake. You should have been starting on a starship. You should have been starting on a starship. And you should have fleshed out, you should have had like a starship crew for that starship. Because then you would have, and you should did a lot of things, but yeah, that's one of your mistakes.
Started with Picard, just Picard, and then the dog. So,
Yeah.
alright, boy. And then you meet the two Romulans who are his household staff. And sir?
Household staff? Really? So Picard has himself some. They're not part of his. They're not adopted. They're not adopted or anything. He just sees them as the household staff. Wow. I guess they're really. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. It makes so. So Picard is like a plantation owner. Okay. Okay, he's got some staff, quote unquote. Okay, very nice. Very nice.
Be the captain, they remember. In following Picard, you get one by one, and over the course of the first few episodes, to the other characters who will become the people standing on the bridge of a starship.
No shit.
Picard, but you don't meet them all at once. A lot goes down in terrific.
No. We meet them one after the other. We meet them one after the other. Which, I don't know. They could have. I don't get why they didn't bring. I don't get why they didn't bring the two Romulan staff from Picard's vineyard with them. I don't get that. I don't get why. They're pretty badass, pretty competent. They know what they're doing. They're former Tal Shiar. I don't get why he didn't bring them with them. Would that have made Picard's team more competent? Potentially, yeah. So we're already 42 seconds in. 42 seconds in.
It's such a naturally flowing story.
You sure it's a naturally flowing story? Because it seems like a story filled with a bunch of fucking plot contrivances. I mean, yeah, why was Soji on the Borg cube, trying to investigate the AI band? What does the Borg cube have to do with that? Why was Seven of Nine in the same system as Picard and chasing down that Romulan warbird? Well, why is let's see. Why weren't the transporters used to full effect to beam Dodge up from Earth the first time, and then that would mean that this entire show wouldn't have a start and whatnot. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Do you know me? He said it really well when he said we were kind of like a motley crew, and we've all really adopted that. That's like how.
No, you're like a fucking crew. You're like a knockoff, off-brand Firefly crew. I mean, yeah. You got Rios, the disgruntled captain. Perfect Mal Reynolds archetype. Maybe there was like a war or something, and that's why he's disgruntled. And you have Jaffe. Jaffe! You got Jaffe! It's me, Jaffe! You thought you could be rid of me, but you can't, 'cause I'm here, bitches! Okay. Yeah, you got Jaffe, and she's like Rios' co-captain. You got Maddox, the mad scientist who took science too far, and you got his assistant, the blonde chick, and yeah, you got Dodge or Soji as like the cargo that got opened early, while going to its destination. You got Eleanor, the religious monk, passenger guy who takes a pledge to keep them safe or something because of his religion. And you got and for added kicks, you got you got a whole bunch of comedy characters with Rios's holograms just for added flavor. Which, yeah, Firefly didn't have that, but yeah, I guess that's one original thing that differentiates this crew and that crew. Anyway, carrying on.
Crew.
Okay, you got a featurette called the Motley Crew, and you're not playing any Motley Crew songs in the first minute and 10 seconds of this video. You got a featurette called the Motley Crew, and you're not playing some fucking Motley Crew. This is already whack. This is some whack ass shit.
Issa was a 5. Do you know me? You know, she's playing a synthetic who's passing for human, yet
You sure she's a good actor or actress? She's pretty bland and boring. Just like, Sonequa Martin Green. Although I wouldn't say that. She's a step up from Sonequa Martin Green. Just a small, teensy step up. I would say, in my opinion. Although Michael Burnham is trying to do a Spock impersonation, and this chick is trying to do a Data impersonation. So yeah, there's that. There's the differences between Spock and Data. Two good characters. Didn't need to be ripped off in Wham and form, but anyway, that's just my opinion.
she's a synthetic. So this was an idea for a character construct. Issa has a grace and a poise that seems almost constructed.
Well, of course, dipshit, she's a fucking actress. Of course she's got like something that's constructed. That's by fucking design, you dipshit. Well, of course. She's a fucking actress. Of course you're gonna notice something constructed about her. She's doing an act. But anyway.
Possibly trained and singer.
You're not sure.
She's also really fun and funny in real life.
How do I know that?
So this gave us this great range.
They murdered him.
Where she could be both sort of her synthetic self and her unfettered self. And
No fucking difference. Yeah, no. Watch Star Trek Picard. Pretty much no fucking difference between her synthetic self and her unfettered self, and whether self this guy wants to throw on her. Her performance, no fucking difference whatsoever. Not much fucking difference. Not much. Anyway.
Self-discovering,
Something inside of me just knew what to do, how to move, how to fight. Somehow it was like lightning, shaking the ground.
It's a lot of complexity in there for a young actress, and we just were blown away by her from the first moment we saw her.
No luck?
I guess, yeah, if you were making a fembot version of Data, I guess you could go with this chick, but,
I set up the beacons. They're rated to half an AU, but I'm pretty sure that's not enough range.
I heard it was something Star Trek related, but I didn't know anything about it. Like, the description of my character was just like, a girl who doesn't quite know the world in the same way you do. And
okay, so the description, so that's pretty much, that pretty much nails down a lot of CW characters. That's pretty much the description for like half a dozen CW characters right there. Okay, God, they're using CW descriptions for like actor. Oh God. Moving on.
Okay, oh, sure, yeah. Can I ask you something?
I was just saying, no.
It won't take long, Captain.
Issa was the only actor that I actually worked with.
She's got the like glaze. She's got like a glaze over her eyes, kind of like Mikey Spock. Kind of like that.
Audition. Issa Brianna's journey through the first season has been so interesting.
Really?
Beautifully achieved.
Really? Her journey's been interesting? Well, yeah, she blows up in the first episode But then she turns out to be there turns out to be a second of her. And then, it's just her dicking around in a Borg cube. She's just dicking around with the Borg cube, talking to a Romulan soothsayer. And then she gets activated on the cube by the Romulan guy. That's not really a crazy ass journey. Not really.
Asked if I could read with them.
But in my mind, I kept seeing you.
Because what we had together was so important. I wanted to see if we could quickly acquire.
Yes, Patrick Stewart, we know. Yes, you're old. You're old, and you're old, and you're still into pussy, Patrick. We get it. You're old, and you still like the pussy.
Some chemistry between us.
Everything inside of me.
Oh, Patrick Stewart. Oh, he wanted to tap that. Oh, I bet if he was younger. I bet if he was younger. Like 60 years younger, he would probably be tapping that. 60 years younger, but still an old man inside. That would be the thing.
He is this father figure in the show and to us all. Daj and Soji both start out seeking his help, and then
More like Picard went to Soji, and then Soji went along with him. More like that. Also, why was Daj programmed to set out to see Picard? That doesn't make fucking sense. Anyway, moving on. That's another plot contrivance this show is fucking built on. Anyway.
it's confusion and pulling away. It's kind of like a father-daughter relationship of like going through adolescence of
more like stepdaughter.
I don't trust you. Like I don't
more like
what you're
more
saying.
like stepdaughter and stepfather
like, oh, you
relationship.
Time.
To say you have no choice is a failure of imagination. Please, don't let the Romulans turn you into the monsters they fear. You have a taste for the classics, I see. I never really cared for science fiction. I just didn't get it. You had a sense of history.
So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. They didn't go for the casting of for the casting for Daj and Soji. They didn't go for an exact replica of Sonequa Martin Green. They did let this actress be more womanly in this role. In the, I guess, 2 roles. 3, actually, because she was the other robot. But anyway.
That was going to have to be accounted for in the life of Jean-Luc Picard. So that idea of the past in the present and how we deal in the present with the past and how that helps us go forward was sort of...
Okay. Okay. Sort of a bit of a sort of like a jumble of your goddamn tenses, but okay. Anyway.
Realities of picking up a story 20 years after the last chapter had been told.
This painting is called Stargate. I was thinking about the painting.
The last chapter in Picard's story with Data was Data blowing up in a spaceship explosion to save Picard. Why would there be a fucking epilogue to that? Why? Why would there be a fucking epilogue to that? It's a pretty final story. Pretty final end to the story. But okay. Also, we're not seeing... Okay, so I guess we're not seeing the movies as themselves an epilogue to Data's and Picard's story from the Next Generation. So it's basically an epilogue for an epilogue, I guess. Okay, moving on.
They were friends after a fashion. If Bruce is using Data's neurons to make more sense, it would make sense to model them after the painting Data made.
I'm just a crazy...
Why would it make fucking sense to model Data's children after a fucking painting that was made? It doesn't make any fucking sense. You're literally giving someone a clue to Daj and Soji's origin. They just gotta look up Data, and they gotta look up the painting, and then figure it out. Also, if you're building androids, you have the artistic choice. You can make any artistic choice you want in the creation of those androids. You have the choice and the ability to determine what those androids look like. You don't need to make them look like anyone knows. So it doesn't make any fucking sense to model your androids off of a painting that Data created. You're literally creating a goddamn fucking paper trail to what you're fucking doing, which Picard fucking followed and found your fucking base. Found the fucking base with the androids on them. So, how easy would it be for some Tal Shiar intelligence officer to not put the pins together and figure shit out?
No, she's just this extraordinarily
There's the shithole
gifted
himself,
actor who
Alex
can
Kurtzman.
do anything. She's brilliant with drama. She's brilliant with comedy. She can throw any line out and make it sound fantastic.
Admiral Picard.
Oh yeah, the blonde chick was fucking funny. Her best lines in this series was when she was on the ground foaming at the mouth. Best dialogue ever fucking written in this show. That's my opinion. I'm going dark, folks. I'm going dark.
It's an honor.
Thank you for giving me the time.
You know, she's somebody who didn't leave with Bruce.
Allison Pill.
She stayed to do purely theoretical research when she had the opportunity to go and
took a pill.
Actual research, actual building.
It's funny her name is Pill because you usually take those before you OD.
The fun is when you have an actor of that caliber and then you put them into the Star Trek universe. What is it about that human being? What is it about the person that informs a decision about how you write a character? You can tell.
Okay, you write the character first, and then the actor works with what they got. You nail the scripts down, and then if they have notes, you fucking take them. Dear God.
A sentient android out of flesh and blood.
No, really, how can I think in probably in meeting and spending time with me, they're like, oh, this girl is much goofier than anticipated. She should, trip over stuff more or something. I don't know. Well, a flesh and blood android was in our sights, but a sentient one, not for 1,000 years.
We definitely adjusted Agnes Featurette to Allison Hill. Oh, I mean...
Well, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I mean... a goofy young woman going hee 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 hee. A goofy young woman like that going tee 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 tee. No, she's not a fucking killer. No, what you want is some stone cold bitch who could do that. Instead, you just have this woman randomly go fucking postal when Maddox was her goddamn fucking lover. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't make sense to if you're gonna kill Maddox, it doesn't make sense to make this chick look goofy. She should be stone. She should be stone as fuck. She should be the kind of person that is able to kill Maddox in cold blood. No, that was a fucking critical mistake, you moron.
I mean, that character was ever evolving, and then we met Allison. I am mesmerized by this woman.
You are going to look for her, right?
She can pull you in with a silence. She has
Probably,
all
but
those
not
things
in this
that the
show.
highest volley actors have.
Probably, but not in this
Which
show.
they seem to do as if it's second nature.
I am a scientist who has spent her entire life imagining a miracle, knowing that it could never come to pass, and now it has. And it's real, and I have to see her.
My favorite part of the process is you have a version that you've written on the page, but then you cast somebody, and suddenly you begin tailoring the part, and that all of the specific wonderful isms of each person begins to manifest.
You're literally creating you create this character to be a stone cold fucking murderer. She should be stone fucking cold to be a fucking murderer. The idea that you graft this, that you use the actor's personality to graft this character was a fucking mistake. This chick, I don't see her murdering her fucking lover because she saw some fucking visions that fucking Romulan gave to her. Okay. Oh, I like how all of Alex Kurtzman's tchotchkes and whatnot. You can't see it, but I like how they're out of focus. That you can't really tell what's there. But yeah, it looks really, really like, yeah, it looks, I guess like some of the stuff it should be fucking, I guess it's like I don't know. But yeah, you're creating this character to be a stone fucking cold murderer who murders in cold fucking blood her former lover. She should be stone as fuck. All I'm saying. And she should be always stone as fuck. God. Questions only a fucking psycho would ask.
working with Sir Patrick
Oh,
Stewart.
we got
He is
Jaffe.
probably one of the most generous, kind, self-deprecating, grounded, beautiful, inside and out actor, person I've ever had the honor of gracing the same space. Yeah, he's a gift.
Well, of course, he's fucking Patrick Stewart. He's fucking Patrick Stewart. I would imagine he smells like mint or something like that. Or like a manly aftershave, of course. But anyway.
And call that cab to take you right back where you came from.
Okay, I noticed that Jaffe's got like a Federation phaser rifle. Now this is supposed to be the next evolution after the last phaser rifle we saw in the movies. So why does this bitch have a more updated version of the phaser rifle? And why does Rios have an updated version of the phaser rifle? Well, why is this? This weapon should be something second hand. Yet she has an official Starfleet phaser rifle. Or at least that's my impression. That's my impression. Anyway, moving on.
I could say that I want to hear. Rafi is hunkered down. She has, folded in on herself.
Jeff is doing drugs! She's living out in the desert and doing drugs and smoking the flowers and drinking wine because that damn JU got me my goddamn security clearance taken away from me. He got my security taken away from me, that brat bastard.
Plants that she's nursing. I mean, there's literally anything that's around her to take care of. And what she can't take care of, she doesn't interact with. And that's why when Picard comes and is like, "Hey, let's do something," you want to go, "You," in her mind and in her heart, he betrayed her.
Okay, so yeah, why is Picard... Another question here to ask. Why is Picard going to the one person he knows is still sore at him for stuff that was out of his control? Why is he going to this bitch? Why? He literally knows he literally knows people who are more competent than her. He literally does. You got the former crew from the Enterprise, and you got his buddy from the Stargazer, which he literally saw to try and get him fit for duty. But anyway.
I mean, the obvious way to go would be, you have some goddamn nerve. I love Rafi. I love how complex and imperfect she is.
Complex and perfect? She is a broken individual. What were you smoking? What were you smoking when you played her? Was there like 10 different versions of the script that you had to read through? How in the dark were you when you were playing this woman? Is there like alternate takes of you just being more of your character being more positive? There's like 10 alternate takes. Is the scene I'm seeing just like just the most broken down version? Was there a least broken down version of your character written in this series? Okay.
Kind of not awful, but she's just not warm and fuzzy. But I love that. I love it. Protect.
Well, no, the word you're looking for is she's a bitch. That's the word you are looking for, folks. That is the password. She is a bitch. That is the password. The password is bitch.
On your next top secret, unauthorized synthetic girl rescue mission, try not telling the CNC of Starfleet exactly what you're planning on doing.
Yeah. Picard, why are you telling the Federation anything? In yesterday's Enterprise, or not yesterday's Enterprise. I love that episode. That was a good episode. Yesterday's Enterprise, a good episode. But no, a good episode of TNG. But no, in fuck was it? All Good Things, the two-parter at the end of TNG. You see Picard rely on his former crew to get some help to figure out the time quake thing majig. Jesus. So why is Picard going to you? Why?
Complicated stuff to do. She did a lot of technobabble, which is what Brent and LeVar did. They came to hate it whenever I would
She
say
waved
to them,
at a string
Mr.
that was
Data, Miss
put in
LaForge,
later. That's not
analyze,
technobabble.
because it meant they got 10 lines of techno talk and had a lot of that.
Really much techno talk.
Computer requesting subspace relay through Comnet 4. I just hope they never, ever bring it to me in any sense, because I wouldn't be able to compete with the brilliance that they have had in doing it. I really enjoyed doing the hollows with Santiago. You alright, buddy? Bad situations, it's so important to try and find something positive. God, which one are you? Navigation. ENH. Call me Enoch. Where is Rios? It was crazy. I mean, that was just so fun. There's 5 different Rioses. Are you Chris? Oh, was it? On the emergency engineering hold up. Well, hold on, Ian. Respond at asking them to call me Lassie again. Julie Lloyd. Rafi and the 5 Rioses have a different relationship. Red wine. What is the nature of your hospitality emergency?
What's the nature of my hospitality emergency? I can't get no red wine, you son of a bitch! You damn hologram! Give me my red wine! Jaffa demands it! Get your hollow ass over here, get me some red wine, you motherfucker! Jaffa don't care! Jaffa want the red wine!
I need a glass of red wine. You disabled alcohol service from your quarters 2 days ago. I need a fucking hospitality hologram. Santiago is in part responsible for having so many holograms.
Oh, of course. Of course he is.
Yeah, bless Michelle. She had 2 days of work where she was playing one character, and I think it was a day and a half where she was off camera just giving me the same lines over and over again. Right. Somewhere underneath this absurd spectacle I see before me are 5 broken pieces of Captain Rios. It's nice to talk to actors to find out what they like and what they do. And he likes to do accents, and he likes to do different characters. And Santiago has charisma and gravity, but he's funny.
Well, then give him fucking lines that reflect that. Give him the juice. Why are you making him play 5 other guys? Why are you making him play 5 other guys? Why are you dividing the juice between, like, technically now 6 characters? You got Rios and his 5 other holographic doubles. Why are you... Well, give the man some goddamn fucking juice. Give him the goddamn... Give him some good lines. If he's funny, charismatic, give him lines that make him express that. Okay? Goddamn.
So as he started talking to us and we kept seeing these different versions of him, we started to think to ourselves, well, why should we be the only ones to see these different versions of him? And so began the various iterations.
Give him more give him better lines.
Let's start.
Let him be more charismatic. Let him be less broken.
You called her Jana. You said you recognized her. I did. I do too. Huh? Yes, Jana. Poor Kate. It was just so tragic. So it's a challenge, you know. When it happened, I was super excited, and then I was super worried. I was like, "What?" It's so.
I don't know. Do actors get paid by character for how many characters they do? Are they giving this guy 6 times the money or something for characters or something? God, how are they paying this guy? What's the deal? Anyway.
I'm on the Ibn Majid with his captain. Captain Alonso Valdivia. You know, when you watch it, you're like, oh, that's charming. When you shoot it, you want to shoot yourself. Because you have to shoot the same actor 5 times.
Well, then don't do that! If you want to shoot yourself, don't do that then. Not complicated. Give him the goddamn. Give him better lines. Give him charismatic. Make him charismatic. Give him lines. Jesus Christ.
Of, like, not knowing where it's going to go with something that's good and special. I think that's in general with this show. There's been taking a lot of risks and huge leaps. What happened on the Ibn Majid? One of us knows.
What kind of name is Ibn Majid? What kind of name is that for a ship?
So true. I mean, it's not even the language. Where's the kid?
Evan brings to the characters this very unique physicality that is something we haven't gotten to see.
Hands in the air!
There we go. Rami Legolas. Excellent. God, I just want a plushie of fucking Rami Legolas. He should be married to a goddamn fucking plushie, but unfortunately, this show is hot garbage. It's hot garbage, folks.
Hello, I told you to stay on the ship.
Rami Legolas!
Listen. I listen. Thank you.
Evan has had the joy and the challenge of finding a uniquely Romulan and a uniquely Qowat Milat way of expressing their physical strength and abilities.
I did boxing for about 8 years, won a few state championships, was going to turn pro. I've done a bit of Krav Maga and a tiny bit of Muay Thai.
Featurette.
Well, go into the MMA, man. Go into the MMA. Do it.
Brilliantly.
Also, why does Rami Legolas not have a gun?
I got to do is getting like slammed into
Got a sword but no gun?
for things and just being this kind of like cool badass ninja sort of warrior elf kind of thing. It was great.
God, this shit is loud.
This idea of making 7 kind of nihilistic was.
Okay, yeah, we're going into 7 now. So yeah, you took a character who's in a relationship with a Native American person of Native American descent. You broke up an interracial couple to turn 7 into a fucking Byborg. Yeah. So yeah, you literally did that. And making her nihilistic, Yeah, poor choice. Poor choice. She is a more reserved fucking individual. I don't care. I don't care what kind of character development she goes through to get to this point, to that point. She should not be at that point. And also, why is Chakotay not with her doing stuff? Because they were a couple. But they're not now because you broke them up, dumbass. You literally what you did is you had like you looked at Star Trek, you found, oh, this character's an ex-Borg, okay. Okay. She's ex-Borg. Okay, we can use her. We'll make her gay. Then it's like you look. Then you. I don't know at what point you found out. I don't know if you found out precisely, but she was in a straight heterosexual relationship with Chakotay there. I don't know when you found that out. I don't know how much research you did into Star Trek Voyager. How many episodes did you watch? Did you just go to the wiki or something? How far into the wiki did you read? What was your research? What's your basis of research into Seven of Nine's character? I want to see how much research you did. And then tell me where you think Seven of Nine is a lesbian. Because, yeah, she was fully prepared to give Harry Kim the juice, the good stuff, that good cyborg sex. And she was in a heterosexual relationship with Chakotay at the end of Star Trek Voyager, and then it was confirmed in an alternate timeline that they were a couple later on. So yeah, okay, let's keep going forward. What justifies her being a fucking lesbian? I'm curious. I literally am curious.
Cool for us. Like, Seven could have her own cowboy show. Like Seven.
Seven is not the character to have her own cowboy show. You idiot. She is an analytical character and somewhat introverted.
Alright. I'm here. Sorry. I think we have a good character dynamic. Eleanor kind of has a crush on her, but at the same time, she's like this all-knowing, like, big sister. Like, she's just this, like, amazing, like, oh my gosh, she's 7 of 9. It's very much how the fans view her as how Eleanor does.
Really?
Lights are going out. Are those all life signs?
7 gets to be clear for a minute. It was fun facing that struggle for her because...
Why? Okay. Yeah, the Borg light's going out. Yeah, the Borg can survive in space. And the ship has transporters. The cube has fucking transporters. So they should be perfectly fucking fine. Hell, there were Borg drones that crashed into the North Pole. That they were frozen for years and then brought back, and then they were heated up and then they repaired themselves. Perfectly fine. But anyway.
Going in that she might not want to disengage when she's there. And that having to reassimilate the Borgs who'd been cut off from the collective, they wouldn't want to be disconnected again. So it was a struggle, and it was something she had to do to save lives.
You're gone.
It is over. The cube is ours again.
So, are you gonna assimilate me now?
Annika still has work to do. And I'm proud of her that she was able to say, okay, it's enough of that, and now we're done.
Both our characters have had to make really hard choices.
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
Definitely.
To serve our morals and serve the things we believe in.
Minutes I felt connected to everything. I saw everything. I saw Serena in the trans world speaking, chasing it.
So you opened another conduit and came after us.
You needed our help.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So much of the show has been Soji trying to find who she is and find her family.
What this show should be about is, it should literally be about Picard. This is not Star Trek Soji, this is Star Trek Picard. It should be about Picard figuring out some shit about the past and whatnot. I don't know. I don't care. Star Trek Picard, not fucking Star Trek Soji. That's just your opinion.
And she found her home planet. But chose that this was her family.
I think for everyone, there were devout.
Oh yeah, you got the compass. Yep, you got a compass. Yeah, Soji has a compass that points to where she wants to go. That's okay. So literally, Star Trek Picard is ripping off Pirates of the fucking Caribbean. Pirates of the goddamn fucking Caribbean. Oh my god. Literally, she had a compass, and now it was pointing toward the transwarp conduit. Yeah, ripping off fucking Pirates of the goddamn fucking Caribbean. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but I have. I just did. Makes my brain want to throw up, but so does this entire series, so I guess it evens out. On the scales.
Which is always a wonderful thing to see, I think, in a series. It's just this like band of people with all these kind of different problems or different issues, but instead of those being the things that draw them away from one another, it's kind of all the differences and the fact that they don't really fit in is what brings them together.
You know, when the series concludes with the word engage, he's not talking to Rios at the controls of the ship. I mean,
Alright, yeah, you got Blondie kissing kissing Rios. Shouldn't they be taking her to jail to serve time for murdering Maddox? Shouldn't that be a thing? Or did we just all forget that now?
yes, but he's talking.
And also, why does Seven and Jeffy have a thing? I know why Jeffy has a thing with Seven of Nine. It's because Jeffy likes some of that cyborg V. Jeffy likes the cyborg V. She likes it real good.
But he's talking to us. It's an order. It's like engaged. Like that is the rule of life, is to be engaged with it. And
Okay, why are we getting metaphysical here? Well, okay, why are we getting metaphysical? Why are we reading too much into this?
engage with other people, to engage with our history, to engage with the record of things that we've done that we need to work to repair, to engage. To me, ultimately, like that's the message if there is a message of the show, is that you never get to stop. Sophie, you have endured so much. You travel so far.
I have endured so much watching this bullshit.
You leave it all behind.
I think I'm just more cut out for wandering. And now that they've lifted the ban on synthetics, I'm free to travel.
She can go through airports now! Yay! Soji can go through airports without getting stopped! She can go through airports now! Woo! Yay! She doesn't have to get stopped by the TSA! Because she's legal!
Me too. As long as you're alive, it's imperative that you engage, that you work on your relationships with the people around you, with the relationships of the people that you may in one way or another have left behind, the actions.
Why don't you engage in making better stories there? If you're talking about engaging, why don't you engage in making stories that aren't filled with woke bullshit? I'm just saying, it would make you a lot of more money. You would get more money doing that.
Behind you, and thereby to engage with the future and to keep moving forward.
Alright, gonna stop it here. Okay. So yeah, you got a crew that would be better off doing off-brand Firefly. There you have it, folks. You got a crew here that could do off-brand Firefly. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, just remove Patrick Stewart from this frame of what I'm watching. And you got yourself an good off-brand crew Firefly crew. Which is weird. Because you shouldn't be making Firefly out of Star Trek. That's like making that's like taking some it's like using an original Shakespeare script and using it to make malt liquor. It's like somehow finding a way to it's like using a Shakespeare script, an original one, and then finding a way to make malt liquor out of it. This not the good malt liquor, not the good malt liquor, the kind you get out of a bodega in a goddamn fucking hood, that kind of trashy malt liquor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like you've somehow found a way to burn Shakespeare scripts, an original Shakespeare script, like one that was at the theater that was used in by an original Shakespeare script. You found a way to somehow merge that into the interior of the barrel that you're making malt liquor out of. You've somehow managed to take the script and literally burn it into the barrels. and then you're making like cheap ass malt liquor out of that. God, that's basically what that is. That's basically what this is. Making Firefly out of Star Trek is like doing that. So, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I'm into an hour. Ooh. So, yeah. Lot to unpack. I hope this was transformative. I hope my commentary is transformative as fuck. Because, yes, I will be editing this video so that it plays slower. The section where I've did my commentary, yeah, it's gonna be playing slower. So if you find a way to speed things up, go ahead, do it. So yeah, I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodcanistan. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay frosty, stay sexy, San Diego. Get your Joels in one where you can. I'm a spaceman. Peace out.